Hey everybody! So in this video, we're going to take a look at Moero Chronicle Hyper for the Switch, though this applies to every version of this game. This video is going to be one of those, like, gameplay show-off videos, I guess. The whole point is to just kind of describe the game flow, as you can see, how the game plays, that sort of thing. So basically, like when you look at Let's Plays to figure out if you're gonna like a game or not, this is supposed to be like that, but based purely on gameplays, because how it is sometimes, when you search for videos on YouTube and sometimes you're not interested in the actual Let's Play part, but rather, you want to know how the game flows, right? So basically that's what I'm going to do now with Moero Chronicle Hyper. The reason I'm going to show that off is because I'm actually playing it right now. I've been playing it for a few hours every couple of days, and with Moero Crystal coming out very soon, and there being an interest from what I've seen on the channel there, I figured, hey, I'd show you this game, the version before Crystal, because gameplay is going to be pretty much, in the same ballpark there. So I'm not going to cover like every thing, but let's get right into it. Okay, so like this is the hub of the game. This game is a dungeon crawler, and basically, it's grid-based, that sort of thing. And I will show you that. So basically, there's several aspects to the game. There's a dungeon crawling, which is, very RPG-like, obviously. Well, it is an RPG, isn't it? It's turn-based. And then the shop has, well, you can buy items. And then the inn allows you to interact with, like, the party members, which are monster girls. So you go through and do all that stuff, but we'll get to that. I'll show you the actual gameplay first. So we back out of here. Yeah, this is quite an ecchi game, and there's some hilarious design choices there. But the menus are all pretty simple, there's the, these are the two that I have unlocked right now. We'll just go into the first one. Alright, so there's, I think, 4 floors in this game, and you can see here that there's a map on the top left there, or just at the left. Normally that wouldn't be filled in. You fill it in as you go along, and then, things reveal themselves as you get to those areas. You just use the D-pad or analog sticks to move around. There's random encounters like this every, sometimes, let's say 5 to 10 steps or so. Sometimes not. It's kind of random. But I think pretty balanced. So there's like multiple functions here. As you can see in the top right, it's turn-based. So basically how it works is that there's the main character, EO. He goes first, usually. And then on the bottom you see the party of 5. You can only have 5 at a time. So you can have way more monster girls than just 5. But we'll get to that. So how the battle works here is that with when it comes to the main character, EO, he can't actually attack, but he's the one who can use items. There you can also select escape if you want. Idle is just when he does nothing. Storing up is basically, there's like a desire gauge at the top right there. As you can see, everything has kind of like a little, slightly, well, not slightly, has like a perverted slant to it, which is pretty funny. But basically, you store up energy or whatever, or desire if you, whatever you want to call it, which we'll do right here. And he does this really annoying scream. And you can see that went up. And then it just cycles through the various monster girls there. So you can do, your usual attack, select which one you want. Skills. There's like, the usual sort of specials you could do. There's elements and things like that. Certain monsters or enemies are weak to certain things or resistant to certain things. So basically, I'll just, quickly go through it. I'm over-leveled for this, by the way, so yeah. That's pretty easy. But I'll just, run through here a little bit. So, weak battles basically are really quick, like this. I should say that when you do, store the energy or whatever, you can release it. And then when you release it, you can release it on a girl, which is... I just find this game really funny. Anyways, and then it'll boost like their attack or something like that. Saving is done at these points up there. You can see like that weird thing. You also get healed there, so that's good. And these grass things you see are items you can collect, and that can be all sorts of stuff. And these arrows mean you can go up and down the floors and, you know, things of that sort. Alright, let's do store. I'm just going to show you real quick when you store the energy. By the way, if I hit the A button there, it skips some of the animations, so if you're wondering why that's happening, it's because I'm skipping it. Let's actually just go and defend, just so we can go back to Io's turn. And there's the release, so I can, like, you know, go like that, for example. There we go. So it says add desire there. That just means attack will be up. So that's just how that works. Not that that's really needed in this current... whoops, I defended. At this current time, just because, well, we're overpowered here. So there's the saving thing. So you go up to it. Refreshed and restored, so health is restored. You can save. There we go. So basically how it works is, now that you kind of know how the battles work there, is that you go through all the floors. Each floor has usually several monster girls, and the whole point is that you try and capture them. And yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. There's a pretty decent increase in how difficult the game gets. I have it set on easy right now just because I want to play through the game. I started it already on the Steam version, and then I just kind of stopped somewhere in the middle. So yeah, I just want to, you know, get through it. But you can choose, I think, 4 difficulty levels. So the only way to get out of dungeons is to either use an item, which is called the, let's see here. Door open crystal, so that allows you to leave a dungeon. So it's like a emergency exit in Disgaea, or what is it, a rope in Pokemon or something, whatever that is, that allows you to get out of the cave. But yeah, you use that. Let's actually head out, and we'll go into an actual situation where we can capture a monster girl. I think that would make sense, don't you think? Okay. Okay, so this is the dungeon I'm currently in. Let me just go up a few floors. Yeah, there's an item, creepy toy, whatever that is. So these are, just so you know, means they're stronger enemies usually. They have like stars above them to signify their powerfulness. Currently this is quite easy for me. At this point, by the way, I'm just using the map to navigate, in case you're wondering why I'm going so quickly. Let's see if we can find a monster girl. It should be easy to find. I tried to like fill out the rooms if I can, just so that my map, you know, I don't miss stuff basically. Hopefully I'm strong enough for these guys. I think so. I can do this pretty brainlessly in easy mode, so... Oh, we can see a monster girl up there actually, in the map. There she is. Okay, so how it works here now is... this is like a boss battle, so it works differently than the regular ones. So here you want to try and beat all the individual components of the costume there. So there's 3 here. They have different, you know, like elemental weaknesses and stuff. So that's usually, you know, if you figure that out, you can usually, you know, have a good time in terms of being able to easily defeat this character. Once you, you know, get the health down of all these bits of clothing there, it goes into the rubbing minigame thing, where you then have to touch like specific parts of the body. To be honest, I'm not that great at it sometimes. There's a time limit, and I use a guide to figure out, you know, what the elements are. I'm just bringing that up on my screen. Okay, earth for the fitted breastplate, earth for comfortable arm guard, and runaway shorts is fire. So those are the weak points for all the things. And then the rub points, there's like 3 stages, and it's telling me what is what. So I'm just gonna have that up on my other screen for reference. But yeah, let's actually try and manage here. Fire, that was for the shorts. There we go, so there's one that's broken. That's an interesting pair of undies. We'll just keep storing. So I don't think we have any earth skills, so still, special attacks should be better than nothing at this point. Yeah, this one's not going to be too difficult. Alright. So this is the last bit here. So expect more of a challenge though if you're you know, didn't do grinding like me, or, you know, are not in easy mode. Okay. Now we get to the minigame. Okay. Tail left ass cheek is what it says. The heart's better than the stars, by the way. If you're wondering what particle effects should happen. So that should stop. Okay, now I'm going to move on to arms. Hands. Right calf. Oh, and now you have to, like, basically kill your joysticks. Just turn them in circles. There we go. Success. And now we've captured the monster girl. If you didn't capture her, and you didn't get that bar all the way up, then you have to, like, leave the area. Not the floor completely, but you have to, like, kind of walk away, and then she'll respawn, and then you can try the rubbing minigame again. The good thing is you don't have to do the fight again. So that's good. And there's usually like a little cutscene there. Okay, so you can add her to your party if you want. I'm just going to do no for now. Let's head back because I want to show you some of the life simulator aspects. Life simulator? That's not it. It's more like dating sim kind of stuff, I guess. Okay, so we're back here at Sekrind, which is the town the protagonist is from. So just so you can see what the shop looks like. There we go. You can buy and sell stuff. It's pretty straightforward. All kinds of stuff here for different effects. It's all the usual status ailment stuff like antidotes, healing, you know, all of that sort of stuff. So, as well as like head accessory, neck accessory, and wrist accessory, which is basically like armor, which you can equip just by going into here, and then basically you can just equip what you want. Okay, let's look at the life simulator aspects here. So you do get gold from battles as well as rub P, and that means you can do the rubbing minigame here to raise affection. Let's go to the room. You can upgrade people's rooms as well. That gives you benefits. For example, I really went to town here apparently with Lech's Lechi's room. I upgraded it like several times. So instead of being like a wooden shack, hers is like really nice. Actually, it's almost like tacky looking now at this point, but anyways. The better the room is, it improves affection or intimacy level, I guess it's called. But you also get stuff like, let's say you don't have her in a party. If her room is nicer, she'll get like a certain percentage. I think at this point it's like 60% of the XP she still gets, even though she's not in the party. But I do have her in her party. But if I didn't, that's what I mean. So to raise that affection level, you can add presents. You have to have at least one full heart to actually be able to give her different clothing, which is like, you can think of it as different armor as well, but it's actually a little bit more than that. It's like you can tune the character. So for example, I should say that the first one you always get, this is just their standard outfit. Let's change to that. So this is their normal get up there. But the other clothing is stuff that you find. So there's a certain, like it can be at those gathering spots we looked at earlier, but it also can be with enemies. And what will happen is that you can see that the enemies will have like a little, like a question mark heart thing above them. And then if you kill them using, you know, the element that they're weakest at, then they're more likely to drop, you know, this sort of thing here. Job panties is what they're called for some reason. And basically, once you have it, you gift it to them. You can't gift it to someone else by accident. And you can see what it does here. So for example, if I go from this one to this, health goes up, goes down, but SP goes up. Attack goes way down, but other things go up. So, you know, it's not just a look thing. I don't have that one. I tried to, you know, this one you have to get with by gathering, and I just still haven't found it yet. By the way, it'll look just like a pink pair of panties instead of that grass look when you see that icon. Not on the map, but when you're actually looking at the spot in-game. I think I had it set to this. Since I'm in easy mode, it's more of a visual thing, so there you go. Bumping Scratch is the rubbing minigame. It costs money. I could do that. I'm not going to do that right now. You saw already how it works. It's best to follow the guide that you can, or guides that you follow, that you can find online. Just makes things a bit easier. Pet Pact is basically sometimes when you defeat enemies, you will, they will just like befriend you or something, and then you can basically pair them with like monster girls. For example, I just have, which one do I have here? Condo Golem. Yeah, so I forgot what he does, but you know, you can see what they do here in the description. You know, sometimes they'll have like, there's like a small chance of a certain effect happening. There's some that do like damage to every single enemy. You know, there's like a small chance of that happening. So it's good to pair every monster girl with one of these pets, I guess. Egg system is like a crafting thing. So I'm not going to get into that really, but basically there's one thing, you have another thing, you have like material. Strawberry pattern panty, by the way, is used to upgrade the rooms, and then you just choose an H monster, and then you have an item of sorts. Can be something like being equipped, can be, you know, basically turned into a token so you can upgrade the room, though you still need money. So there's that. When the affection level goes up, there's also events like here, for example. So you can talk when you've reached a certain level of intimacy. I always find this character funny because it's like she's always showing her ass when she's talking. Imagine like somebody just running around butt first all the time. Also, sometimes when there's new characters that are in your party, they'll interact with others as well. So that's what these events are about as well. Whoopsies. That reminds me, actually, one of the characters here. Where's she? I don't... Yeah, this is how the room normally looks, by the way. Horrible, I know. Hold on a second. Yeah, I haven't given her a pet yet. Let's see. Let's just go with this one. Why not? But yeah, that's how gameplay works. I think that covers pretty much the most important bits of the gameplay and the things that you get up to when you're playing. So I hope that was helpful for anyone who might be wondering whether this game is for them or not. So I think it's got decent gameplay mechanics, even if it didn't have fan service. But yeah, there it is. Thank you very much for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you again soon.